Hey, what's up guys, it's me Nerf back with another video. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I last uploaded a video and hence here I am right now. By the way, this is Behind the Music episode. I lost track, but yeah, this is it. Behind the Music again. And for today's episode, I will be covering one of my favorite songs, maybe around second or second favorite song that I produced, and which is entitled Galaxy. If you haven't heard of that song yet, you can go stream it on Spotify and on YouTube. It's also available on YouTube. I'll link it in the description, so one click away and then you just have to stream it and stuff. Without no further ado, let's jump right into this project. This is my project so far. It has the composition of my instruments, drums, everything, even the vocals here, it's right here. So I'm gonna cover them all. I'm gonna try to be concise without, talking a little bit too much, because when I was reviewing my old videos, I was really talking too much and I find it so annoying. So I'll try to be concise this time. All right, anyways, let's start from the very beginning of the song. Shadows living under my bed. So that's my first verse. All right, let's first cover the first verse before the build-up section of the song. I got the piano right here, and surprisingly, this is close grand. I really used close grand many times now. Most of my songs I used close grand, and then when I discovered Spitfire Labs, and that it's a free, I just found that it's a free piano sound. I've been using that then since I downloaded that. It wasn't really nice, but yeah, I just go through my OG piano right here, and yeah, this is the one with OTT, Valhalla Room, OTT again with parametric EQ, killing my highs and lows, maybe boosting a little bit of the low mid so it has that warmness of the song, of the piano, and a little bit of filter because I wanted to filter first the start of the song, so it sounded like that first. Of course, the boom, the impact, the snaps. Just the typical snaps with Realm, by the way. Realm. I've been using Realm, since I downloaded Realm. I've been using Realm Reverb since then. It was really a nice Reverb VST, to be honest, not gonna lie. And then, running in the background, the ambient park noise. Of course, I love to put details, to put texture to this songs, putting something that's putting some foley that has ambient, that has not empty,
Hello, Nerf from the future here. Basically what I was trying to explain is just to fill up those empty spaces. Alright, bye.
Put some ambient part in the background so that it would sound less empty. So it has that, running in the background. So let me try to listen to it without it. So it's pretty empty, right? So it really makes a difference, huge difference. Subtle sound, huge difference. That's what I love about this track. Over here, we had the building up element of the drop. I just consolidated it and then pitched down one octave lower. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that's been running in the background over here. Things I cannot just meet, but you are the living proof. Yeah, I want to talk about the vocals, by the way. I really love doing this vocal style, but though I used it really seldom because it's just taking up of my CPU, a lot of my CPU. Whoever won the first live feedback session with the giveaways of mixer tracks presets, and if you want more characters, then you would know what I've been talking about, right here. So my FX chain is Melda Productions Auto Pitch because it has the ability to change a form and shift on the fly. So yeah, that's what I meant about that. Alright, we have auto pitch, a little bit of little alter boy to alter my format right there. A de-esser that I not really done by myself, but it's one of the presets here from Aperture presets. It's from Yulin. I think I've talked about this before. It's like that intelligent de-esser. Instead, I used light because I really don't want to waste my time of doing the other version, which contains really a lot of knobs and stuff. And this is my favorite part, the added character. I put vocodix. The reason why I put vocodix is because I want to emphasize and I want to like manipulate my highs and my S's and my T's and my high end of my vocals. So what I did here is I put vocodix, and without the dry signal, it sounded like this one. So it has emphasizing the T's and the S. I did a little bit of band gain, lowering the all from lows to mid and just leaving the highs up. And I did from constant to noise. So every consonant, consonants. So every consonants I did like the T, B, C, S, whatever that sounded is, and then it will just trigger. Shadows living under my bed. It's one of the things that I made in Patcher. It was really fun doing this stuff, and then I just got a little bit of Maximus, so it has that little bit of de-assing effect and a little bit of limiter for compression, and then a little bit of Maximus in the post. Without the vocodix, it sounded like this one. Shadows living under shadows. So the shadows, it sounded just simple, and then with it, it sounded like this. Shadows. It's like I'm saying sh instead of s. Yeah, so that it's more character to my vocals. And then next we have a parametric EQ. We have limiter that is just compression. Reverb, I don't know why. Oh yeah, that's the reason why, because I linked this to here and linked this to here and has the reverb. I'm basically doing a send reverb so that I can like EQ my reverb. And next we have another parametric EQ, maybe killing all those kind of frequencies that's kind of harsh in my ears, and a little bit of OTT. And next is here, which I have, I think I'm assuming this is the post mix of my vocals, kind of pre-post mix. I'm not sure. Now you really don't know how many effect slots you need when you're like, you know, mixing vocals. So again, we have multiband compressor, which is focusing on the lower frequencies, so it would like have that more body to my vocals. Shadows, leaving shadows. And a little bit of compression in the mid and the high bands. All right, next is limiter, just to even out all those volumes, all those dynamic ranges of my vocals. Maximus, again, to emphasize my body of my vocals. And then another EQ, Maximus. I really don't know what I'm doing right now. It's just maybe this is the general mastering of my vocals, and OTT to make it tame a little bit. So I gain it down to -6 decibels. A delay. So it has that delay effect, of course. And Valhalla Room, though this is a really short decay, a really short pre-delay, and a really low mix, because I just wanted that chorusy effect. So 5.1. Okay. With that, if it full sound like this, it has that stereophonic, whatever is that called. And we have the Valhalla Room. I think this is just for maybe some of the effects that I did. Okay, this one. Yeah, so it just used that Valhalla Room for that instance only. Again, going to post vocals, it just had a little bit of EQ, killing all those low rumbles and the presence, maybe a little bit of the highs. To my reverb, I just got this reverb, and then I EQ'd my reverb. That's it. That's my vocals chain, my main vocals at least. And I have, again, I think I talked about this before, my doubler, backing vocals. With Little Altar Boy, one is octave lower, just low octave double. So yeah, that's basically it. and a little bit of parametric EQ. I think this is my preset of backing vocals. Stereo enhancer, EQ, limiter. I don't think I used a crusher with this. I'm not sure. I'm just putting some VSTs or effects and then maybe deciding whether to use it or not. So yeah, I killed the treble for this because I don't want my S's to be clashing from the backing vocals and the main vocals right there. So I really don't want that clashing to happen. So that's basically it. And I route it to this post mix and route it also to Reverb, which is doing that. And hence I got that. Now we've talked about the vocal chain. Let's talk about the instruments. All right, we're gonna talk about the build-up section of my song. So I have this running in the background. It's just a basic brass shot. So without the effect chain, it sounded like this. Yeah, it's just that with Raum, OTT, the EQ filter, and a tape stop. I guess for, you know, some instances for when the song progresses. So, and I have this string that's going in the background. I think this is from Expand Air, I guess. So this is happening. We have the Tal filter too, which is free, and I got Shaper Box. Since I only got the drive, I'm just gonna automate the drive then. So yeah, that's all that's happening in the background right there. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this one. The really secret sauce that I'm using on my future bassist track is this. Just basically this automation. So when that progresses, the automation is just playing in the background. I automate the minimum level of that automation, and it just gradually comes into action when the minimum level is lowered. So when it progresses, we can hear then the automations working. So the automation I did is pretty much simple, and it's just my patcher preset that I made. It's just two fruity balance, one to normalize the volume and one to automate the thing. And I activated it, put it in the surface, and then I got the knob and automate the knob. That's the simple basic patcher that I did here. Another shaper box, maybe for instances, some dynamic EQ for instances, I guess, or not. And my chords is powered by Silent One. I do Silent One when I do melodic sounds or instruments like maybe a saw, maybe chords or leads or anything like that. And then when I do basses, I sometimes do Serum, but mostly I do Silent One when it's really on melodic scale or in a melodic way, or not in the really heavy sound design way. So I mostly used Silent One in this song. Alright, so when the song progresses, the cutoff progresses as well, and also the shaper of it, and also the gain of the LFO. So that's basically it. And run this in the background. And then yeah, we got the gist of the chords, the strings. Maybe I think you get the point of the drums and the samples here as well, and of course the fill. So I have my drums here, which is just the kick and snare. Of course, layers. If we play it one by one, it sounds like this. That's the subby, and this is the click, I guess. Yeah, that's a more character click, whatever. This is the big snare reverb. Not really that big. It's just one. Maybe for metallic, for adding more high ends and metallic sound. This is the trap snare, the main body, the main beef of the snare. I mean, no, it's just a wide reverb. Sorry, I said corrected. And this is the beef. Yeah, I believe this is the beef. I think this is one of I think I used this snare from one of my songs, which is entitled My Everything. If you haven't heard of it already, go check it out, and then reference that snare into this song, and then you can come back here. And this is the big reverb clap. So yeah, it's all of that layers, and I have MIDI out to port 1, and then I do that here with the sidechain, which is in the shaper box. So whenever it's hitting, it's gonna activate the sidechain. And of course, it's a multi-bind sidechain, so I did different sidechains from mid and low. So yeah, that's it. And this is my hats. Yeah, just the simple hats. And the hits, yes, the brass shots, and the whoos, and this one reverse and toms and stuff like that. And yeah, I wanna talk about this as well. The drop chops. It's just basically just some bunch of one-shot vocal chops, and just compiled into, you know, just that. Let me just turn off the effects. Yeah, it's just that. So yeah, that's it. This one. Yeah, it's just that one, and then did a little bit of this. So it's just, I bounced it here with the track. So it's just a send. And I believe I killed the dry signal of it and put some blood over drive balance so that I can automate the balance and automate the volume, and then just automate the volume like this one. I'll just enable this one. So the overall effects chain of this one is Realm, which is a reverb. After that, I did fast distortion. The reason why I did that, because I wanted the vocals to be more spacey, more detuned. Not detuned, but you know, that's a lot of things that's going on in the background. That's what I wanted. That's why I put reverb first, and then do the fast distortion or distortion after the reverb. And a little bit of EQ, filter for instances, flanges to make it more sounded more stereo. That's it. I disabled picture, because the reason why I disabled picture is because when I enabled picture, it's gonna do that weird auto-tune. And since we had reverb in the background before the picture, that's really gonna affect the tune of the quality of the chops. So I just ended up disabling it. Of course, the minimum level of this knob, as you can see if you play it, and then see this one. Yeah, that's it. And the variation, which is the lower octave and the higher octave, I guess. Yeah, higher octave. Yeah. And yeah, that's basically it. That's my vocal chops, and the other elements here, which is the chords. It just sounded like that without the automation, and with the automation, it sounded like this. And there's some little clicky, little ad-libs, bass lines here. Yeah. So I wanted to disable the LFO or the automation, this one, so that I can have that really attacky part of this part. I really wanted to emphasize the syncopation of this part of the song. So it's just catching you. It's just had that attack that really catches you. So I ended up just leaving it like that. And I wanted to emphasize this chord as well. Yeah, it's just that. And then, yeah, that's it. And some little details in the background, which like this piano loop. Reminds me of that anime movie. Yep, that anime movie. And I got the strings in the background. Hence, this one. Oh yeah, this part is me playing and recording my piano at the same time. So it's live performance right here. So it has that natural sounding piano pattern, and it really not that robotic piano pattern. Though it is really quantized, really good. The velocity is what I'm after. It's had that different velocities, different volume of that, a different expression of each note, making it sounded more human and more organic than robotic. So yeah, so it has that dynamics, emphasizing the grace notes or everything. So yeah, that's running in the background with the another variation of drums, which is this one. Wait, where was it? Soft. Yeah, this one. And that, and then in the second part, it has that and infused with the original drums, the drop drums. With the snaps in the background. And another, of course, the background noises. This one. The Park City ambient. I love this. I just love those stuff, you know. And going on in I just copied all those parts and then did a little bit of variation in this part. Oh yeah, I wanted to. This is the instances that I used just for that part, just for that moment right there, and then I enabled Shaperbox drive. That part, just a little bit of drives. It just gives that impact drive and stuff. You're just emphasizing that part. So without it, it sounds like this. So and with it. It adds that more crunchiness of that part that I just love those little details and those instances of the song. So that's why it's my favorite. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, it's just running around crazy, panning and hats and stuff. I think this one's sped up. Yeah, it's sped up. The piano loop again. Oh yeah, the strings part. This one. That and this. So that's basically the strings. I consolidated it because I was using Contact, and sadly it's a demo version of the Contact. I may be looking forward to purchase the Contact's strings, which is palette, primary colors by palette, and yeah, I need a full Contact required. So I'm really looking forward to buy it. Yeah. So I usually add some organic elements to the electronic sound. I think most of you already know that. I talk a lot about that, by the way. So I added some strings, I added some horns, and I added some everything that's organic. Pianos, yes, of course, name it all. So it has that big, that moment of truth, the moment of, this is the moment, this is the climax of the song, it's rising, so I really want to add those climax part and then just adding those organic sounds like strings and horns. So it has that more feeling, more emotions, adding more emotions to the song. So yeah, I ended up adding this. The horns. So it's this one actually. So that's running in the background. And also a trill. It has a magically. So it adds more suspense, adds more, yeah, like I said, climax and stuff. So and the prolonged strings. I love this one. that. It's just that prolonged strings and adds serenity of the ending track. So it's just those little details that makes big impact to the song. It's what I love about it. And piano, the ambient in the background, gradually closing, volume down. And then a reverb. And that is just really beautiful. Yeah, I want to talk about this as well. The ending speech of the ending speech of the song.
I was in a dark place and
Yeah, it really took me a couple of takes, by the way. This is some of the other takes. This is just for you guys.
I was in a dark place, a really dark one, and cold, and it seems like I'm losing hope in everything. Then came this girl, and then she took care of me and nurtured me and helped me see that life isn't that bad and life is beautiful.
So that's the other take, but I really don't like that take and ended up doing with this take.
Was in a dark place.
Alright, now talking about the FX chain of this. I actually had limiters so that all those silent parts again, I just wanted that grains in the background. I want to include that. I don't want to cut that and chop all those noises. I want to include that in the mix or in this part at least. So that's running in the background. Those natural ambient noises in my background in my room right now. I included it in this speech, so it has more again organic feels of the song of that part. So yeah, that okay. Let's disable most of the effects first. Add this.
I was in a dark place and a really cold one.
And came this girl, and then she took care of me. And
Alright, and then next is I got Maximus. Just a little bit of more boosting, more gaining, something like that.
I was in a dark
EQ.
place,
And the most part that I did is vinyl. That makes it, that just crushes it. That it sounded like this. It's really sounded old, and then yeah, stuff like that.
I was in a dark place
And the lo-fi of it really
cold
helps
one.
so much.
like it seems like I'm losing hope in everything. And
Yeah, that one. A little bit of OTT, so it could have that really overcompressed feeling, and that yeah, it's just boosting up those floor, the noise floor. Yeah, it's just like that.
I was in a dark place
And the rest follows, like the limiter, another limiter, and then the Valhalla Room for that instance. Tail of the reverb.
I was in a dark place and really cold. Came this girl, and then she took care of me and helped me see that life isn't that bad and life is beautiful.
Life is beautiful indeed. Yeah, by the way, Isotope vinyl is free. You can download it from Isotope's page and wherever you can find that. It's really free and it's really helpful. It's just it makes so much impact to that part. By the way,
I was in a dark place and a really cold one.
it's just that. Has some claps. Another rides, loops, and everything. I think I covered it all, right? Yeah, I think I covered it all. So yeah, I wanna play this part though.
I was in a dark place and a really cold one. Like it seems like I'm losing hope in everything. And then came this girl, and then she took care of me and helped me see that life isn't that bad and life is beautiful.
So that is behind the music of my track entitled Galaxy. And if you haven't heard of that song already, go stream it on Spotify, on YouTube. I'll link it in the description below or above, left or right, wherever you are watching it. And by the way, I would like to apologize for my camera was running out of storage for me to capture my beautiful face. I'm kidding. And hopefully I will do it right next video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video then. And if you haven't already, go subscribe and like the video wherever you like the video, and if not, just you feel free to dislike the video if you have the audacity. I'm kidding. But anyways, thank you so much for that. If you're having fun, let me know in the comments, and if you want me to cover it next song, let me know in the comments below. But oh my god, my vocabulary, oh my god, I messed up video. I'll see you in the next video. Toodles, bye, whatever. Freaking hell.